Okay, so this is going to be the crap Pokemon League working title. So the way this is going to work is that we have a list of 30 Pokemon. We're going to draft. We're going to have 10 each, and we have to use one each. Sorry, we use one per round, one per 10 rounds, and for every round we accumulate points. The person with the most points come the end of the 10th race is the winner. So the way the points are awarded, if you win the race, you get 3 points. If you come second, you get 2, and if you come third, you get 1 point. If your run is sub 2 hours, you get an additional point. If your run is sub 1 hour 45 minutes, you get on top of that another point. So potentially 5 points for a win if you get through it fast enough. If you concede,
I like that.
If you concede, you get no points. The exception to that is like, you know, if you're over 2 hours and the other two are finished, if you want to just say yeah, that's fine, I'll call it there, because at that point, like you can only like get the point for third. So I don't mind conceding. Then without penalty. So if everyone else is finished and you're over 2 hours, you're allowed to concede without penalty. Otherwise, if you concede, you don't get any points, regardless of wherever you're going to finish or whatever. So the way the Pokemon picks are going to work for the first round. For the first round, we all pick blind. We all make our Pokemon decision based on absolutely nothing. We each pick a Pokemon. We randomly determine which Pokemon is in which ball, so that no one has any extra information, and then we just go from there and see what happens. From round 2 onwards, the Pokemon are chosen. Players pick their Pokemon in the total points order. So whoever's in first place, they pick their Pokemon first. They'll go in the first ball. Whoever has the second most points, they then pick their Pokemon. Their Pokemon will be the rival for player 1. So you know, there's counter picks that come in there. So you know, if player 1, for example, picks a physical Pokemon, you might want to throw in like a Steelix or something like that, some sort of physical wall. That's the kind of thing that you can do there. If you're player 3, if you have the third highest points, you pick third. So the advantage that they then get is that not only are they picking the rival for player 2, but they also know what their rival, player 1, the first ball, is going to have. So that person obviously gets the most information there, because they get sort of both ends of it. Whereas player 2 gets they get a bit of information, and player 1 gets 0 information. But that's the trade-off for being in the lead. If there's ever a draw for points, so for example, if there's a tie for first place, both on 10 points or whatever, then we use the previous round's results as a tiebreaker. So if 2 people are tied on 10 points, if one of them outplaced the other in the previous round, that person then is seeded as player 1.
In order for first pick.
Yes, yeah.
Right, got it.
Yeah. And then for the draft itself, so I've got the list of 30 Pokemon right here. And the way it's going to work, in a moment, we're going to randomly determine the order, but it's going to go 5 rounds of A, B, C, and then 5 rounds of C, B, A. It's obviously because player A gets first pick of everything, so that person is going to have the last pick of everything as well. So it's going to be slightly in their favour for the first half, but then it's going to be slightly not in their favour for the second half. So you know, they get kind of like the cream of the crop, but they also get the dregs as well.
The cream.
Okay, so is everything clear to you guys there? Anything that you guys think needs clearing up?
I'm good to go.
Mayonnaise an instrument?
I guess my last question was,
Sure.
At the end of 10 rounds, we have 2 people who are tied for first.
Yeah, I did have a
tiebreaker be the person that got the most first places overall.
No, so I had. Sorry, just finishing my dinner. I had a thought about this. I forgot to put it on here. So, what I think we can do for that, if there's a tie for first place at the end of 10 rounds, we do an 11th race. For that race, it's just the 2 who are tied, and they each pick each other's Pokemon, but they pick from. But the list that they pick from is whichever. Trying to think how to word this now. So okay. Let's say, for example, Steve, it's you and me are tied. I would pick your Pokemon and you would pick mine, but I can only pick from the Pokemon that you've won a race with.
Okay.
And you do the same to me. But obviously we do that blind as well. We also randomize which one goes in which ball.
Yeah.
Okay. And then yeah, I don't know. We'd have to think of something to do. Just to we'd have to think of something to come up with for the third ball as well, because the third ball could come into play because it will be someone's rival. But like we can work that out. But that's my suggestion for what to do if we have a draw after 10 rounds. You know, we play this 11th round tiebreaker, winner takes all kind of thing. But obviously, the Pokemon that get used is going to be something that you previously won with, so it's not going to be. It shouldn't be terrible Pokemon, but there is potential for them to be bad Pokemon if you happen to win a round that was just everyone picking chaff.
Okay, sure. Yep, right. I'm okay with that.
Okay, give me one. Oh, I've got dice right here. So, if you guys are okay with it, I'll roll dice to determine who gets which pick first.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the first one we were doing.
No.
No. We need to pick we need to sort out the draft order. So this is just to determine draft order.
Yeah, we're randomly picking from our 10, I think, what our first race is going to be, and then basing our future races on what happened in that one. I think.
What was that? Sorry, for the
first
round
race,
pick.
Yeah.
For the first round pick.
No. Yeah, for the first race pick.
Yeah,
not the first draft pick. First race pick.
Sorry, that's all right. For the first race pick, for the first race pick, you get to pick your own Pokemon. It's not random, but you do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's done blindly, so you don't know what other people are using.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what you meant by blind. Yeah, got it.
Okay, so I'll tell you what, Steve, do you want to assign a number to I've got a D6 here, so if you want to assign
I'll do it in the order I'll do it in the order I currently have the notepad files in. So Mike is 1, 2,
okay.
Steve is 3, 4, Dean is 5, 6.
Okay, so first pick is me.
Okay. So then 1, 2, 3 Steve and 4, 5, 6 Dean.
And it is Steve with second pick then.
Oh, so it's literally that order. Yeah. Mike, Steve, Dean.
Yeah, my dice is shit. It rolled a 1 and a 2. So
yeah, chuck away that dice.
It's that dice cost me €40.
What? On its own?
Yeah, actually, I'll hold it for the camera because it's one of the Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh my god!
It's one of the Yu-Gi-Oh attribute dice, but it's the divine one, which there was only a certain number of these ones made. There's a lot less of these ones than the other ones, and I had the other 6, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll complete the set. I was selling and trading in cards anyway because that's when I was quitting, so I just picked that one up. Just to complete
sweet,
it.
Okay. That's fair enough then.
Yeah, it's like a nice little token of my time with Yu-Gi-Oh.
All right.
Okay, so I didn't want first pick.
Did you not?
No, I'd rather take second pick. So, right, I have another notepad which has got all the stats and stuff in it that I was looking at. Oh, one key thing I forgot to mention. So obviously in the drafting it's got Slowbro /Slowking. That is entirely player's choice. You can choose which one of those you want to run, and you don't decide when you draft them. You decide when you're playing them, or you decide on the race that you're going to use them. You just pick whichever one you want to use. The other thing that I'll say as well, if you want to, you can use pre-evolutions of whatever Pokemon you draft. So if, for example, if you pick Blossom, you might want to be if you pick Blossom, you might think, okay, Blossom doesn't learn any moves because it's a Stone evolution. It might learn 1. But you think, okay, but Gloom will learn quite a few moves at low levels. So if you wanna start with Gloom, you can do that. That's absolutely fine. The only exceptions to doing those, I would say, are I think the only exception to that is I'll say if you pick Umbreon, you can't do that because evolving Eevee into Umbreon has to be at night. All this stuff. So you're supposed to actually finish with the Pokemon that you drafted. So there's just you can't do that with Umbreon. We'll just to make that easy, say Umbreon, fuck off. You can't do that. Everyone else
I think
can
I
do a
agree
pre-evolution.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think there's no real kind of broken benefit to being able to do that. It just makes some of these it basically gives you the chance to actually learn moves.
The Pokemon with Stone evolutions learn at most one move, I think. Whereas their pre-evolutions learn a bunch, but obviously they're a lot weaker. But you can
exactly.
Evolve into
You're trading away early game strength for the potential to learn more moves. So it should be completely up to you. So yeah, I think I agree with that.
Okay, so I think that might actually be my first pick. I'm just looking over the list again. Oh, yeah, that's actually good, but yeah, okay. So my first round pick, I'm going to take Nidoqueen.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, hang on a sec. I just saw.
Oh, I've literally just copied it. Right, it's fine.
Let me just check that one. No, you know what? Oh, what's Nidoqueen's? Oh, it's not even on this page. There we No, sorry. My mistake. It's not Nidoqueen. No, it is. It is. I will take Nidoqueen. Fuck it.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, I'm taking Nidoqueen.
You're taking Nidoqueen. That's locked, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
So Nidoqueen goes off there. Oh, God.
I'm taking Mantine.
Mantine. Okay, that is fair. I didn't think they'd get taken this soon. Okay. Dean, what is your first pick?
My first pick, Matthew.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be...
My first pick is going to be Skarmory.
Bastard! Ah!
Bastard. That was going to be my second pick. That was my second pick. But yeah, that's a really good pick. I like that pick a lot.
I was hoping that was going to get overlooked. Because genuinely, I think Skarmory's arguably better than Nidoqueen there. I think Skarmory's really good.
I think Mantine's better as well.
Yeah, but you forget user error is going to be a thing.
Damn it! I really wanted Skarmory. Actually, I just didn't think.
You didn't think it would get taken this early.
I didn't think both Skarmory and Mantine would get taken first.
No,
round.
I'm coming in. I know I said I'm going to pick my favourites, but I am coming in with a little bit of a game plan here.
Okay.
I have drafted before.
I am taking Hypno.
That was going to be my second pick, you little shithead. Wow. Okay. Slight change of plan. Give me the Blossom.
Oh, sorry. I thought they said Blissey. Okay.
No, Blossom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Definitely not the Blissey.
Okay. Yeah. Blossom is fairly solid. Just a bit weaker than Vileplume, but gets a bit more special defense. So yeah, Blossom sound.
I was surprised by it during the race where I actually used it for a bit a few weeks ago. I was pleasantly surprised by it. I used a Blossom for a little while.
Yeah, so
I think it was the starter. And it got me through the first 4 gyms very easily.
In fairness to Blossom, it's fairly tanky. It's decent mixed. It's just its speed is where it really lets itself down.
Exactly, and that's fixable. So it's fine.
Yeah.
Like if it's the issue would be if it was slow and pretty weak, but it's got something going for it. I will say that. What do you reckon, Dean? What's your second pick?
My second pick. I'm gonna say Vileplume.
Okay.
That's a really good pick. That's a really good pick. Like, I was umming and ahhing between Vileplume and Blossom with my second pick.
Okay.
I like Vileplume a lot.
There's a few things I really want now, but I don't know which ones will wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me just look at that one. It's actually not bad. But I think that will wheel, though. I will take...
Sitting there holding my breath, hoping that you don't say the thing I'm staring at.
And that's a chunky boy. Oh my god, there's a couple actually that I'm like, this is decent, but like, it's just like one of the things. It's so slow that it's not even fixable. It's like it's a good Pokemon, but you cannot X-speed on it. Okay, my third pick. I guess I could go with that. It's like, oh, all I've got is mixed Pokemon right now. I'm gonna take Hitmontop.
Okay. I'm taking Clefable.
Okay. I overlooked Clefable actually. But
It's one of the only other special walls on the board, I think. There's only one other thing that potentially is a bit of a problem.
How much of a special wall is it? The Fable. Oh, 90?
Yeah. It has decent HP as well.
Oh yeah. Do you know what Hitmontop's special defense is?
What?
110.
Bloody hell. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Had 95,
if I'd have known that,
95
I think if
physical
I'd have known
defense.
that, I might have taken it. I might have taken it actually,
yeah,
to be honest.
It's actually really tanky. It's just low health.
Yeah.
And pretty decent physical. It's like the worst fighting Pokemon. Like
Right.
even Primate's better than it, but
what do you think
Tyro would be the worst fighting Pokemon?
I mean, the worst fully evolved.
I think Mankey might be worse than
fully
Tyrogue.
evolved. It's not worse than
Tyrogue.
yeah. Tyrogue is actually baby level.
Oh, okay. But yeah, what's your third pick, Dean?
I am going to save my third pick. Beedrill.
Beedrill. Okay.
Oh wow, cool.
I didn't expect that this early.
I have reasoning behind that.
Okay.
Now, I looked at Beedrill's stats, and it's not very good defensively, but it's got decent speed and attack. So
yeah,
absolutely.
And it has physical
stats. Slab Sludge Bomb, that would be a horrifying thing.
Stab Megahorn as well. It has physical stabs, which is actually like the thing that makes it good.
Yeah.
It's one of the it's one of the lowest base stat totals that we have to pick from, but I don't think it's the worst thing on the list at all.
It's the fact that of its base points, even though it's so low total, the fact that like a good 70 to 80% of its stats are all in attack and speed is like, that's what you want in a speed run.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to get slapped in the face if it gets hit by a physical move, but
yeah, I mean the trick is one hit everything, which Beedrill can. So
okay. I've got a physical. I might want to go special with something. Okay, my fourth pick. I'm gonna go for Electrode.
Ooh. Ride on, please.
These nuts.
Yep, ride on these nuts.
I didn't expect Rhydon this early as well. Those two 4 times weaknesses are just they're so scary for running it. It's not even the slowest thing on the board as well, which is what I think is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right. Looking at what's left on the board, I am going to say, monkey.
Okay.
Oh wow, Apom.
Yeah.
You know what? It's I'm assuming for the same reason as Beedrill.
I mean, it's fast, yeah.
Well, fast, and also there's a stupid amount of normal type moves.
It is, yeah, it is a normal type.
So
Pokemon.
if I can get that thing with like stab, body slam, or return.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah.
right. I'm taking Furret. It's pretty much the same as Apom. It's just a little bit bulkier.
I suppose nobody's taken Blissey yet.
I'm thinking about it.
I mean, the thing is though, it's like Blissey is like the ultimate counter pick. Yeah. I've done my first pick.
I'm taking.
Okay, Quillfish.
Yep.
So you have 2 of the mean Pokemon so far.
Absolutely.
You know you are going to have to call Rhydon these nuts and
yeah.
Quillfish.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Dean, your 5th and 6th picks, please.
5th and 6th.
Yes, you get 2 in a row.
Backwards now.
Yeah.
Right. For my 5th pick, I am going to say Piloswine.
Piloswine. Okay.
That's a really good pick.
Decent. Like 100 base physical, like 80 defense.
100 base health, 100 base physical, and it's got okay defenses.
Yeah.
It's slow as hell, but it's gonna be a bulldozer, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Your 6th pick.
My 6th pick, I am going to say my 6th pick, I'm gonna say Sneasel.
Sneasel. Because it worked out so well for you last time.
Mm.
No, I think Sneasel's all right. You know, I
think Sneasel is also all right.
I wouldn't have been disappointed if I picked up Sneasel at any point. I'd have been happy to take Sneasel. Steve,
I'm taking Mischievous.
Mischievous, I think is very good. Okay, it's still there. There's 4 things. Okay, if I pick one of them, I'm guaranteed at least another one of them. So yeah, I should pick one of them now. So I will take Cloyster.
Fucker.
Okay.
That was going to be my next pick.
Worst thing about Cloyster is its special defense, and it's
exactly yeah. But it's the fact that like every weakness aside from fighting is going to be special to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, ugh. Oh no, I think it's a rock weakness as well potentially.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, and steel. No, steel.
Oh, and
steel.
No, steel's neutral.
Yeah,
steel's neutral, and it won't hit it very hard. I don't think so. It's all good.
Dean.
Right, back to Dean. 1 pick now. We're just going round in order.
I've got 2 possible picks for this, but I don't know which one to try and grab first.
Well, don't pick the one that I want. That's the trick.
The stuff that I'm surprised is still here, in all honesty.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll let fate decide. I've got my own Yu-Gi-Oh! D6 from.
Like I've got my eyes on 2, and I don't think they're going to wheel.
It's the Critias dice from when they did Legends of the Dragons. They gave a little dice with all the dragons on it. So 1, 2, 3, one option. 4, 5, 6, another one. What does the dice gods decide? That option. For my next pick, I am going to take Wheezing.
Wheezing.
Yeah, that was okay.
Yeah.
That was one of the two.
Yeah, that was one of my three.
I'm taking ATV.
ATV. Okay.
Again, you're taking all the mean Pokemon.
Yeah, why not? ATV, the Dragonite killer. Come on.
Two of the Pokemon. You know what? There's three things here that there's a lot here, actually. I'd still be happy if I took... Oh, sorry, hang on. I forgot to remove Sneasel.
Yeah, there's so much here I'm super happy with. Like, there's only a couple here I don't really want. But I think
I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to take a guess at that list. Gligar, Steelix, Tangela.
The only one out of them I'm not happy with is Gligar. I would run Tangela.
I'm of those three. Gligar's the only one I want. Yeah,
of course you take Tangela. You're getting all the mean Pokemon.
God, I was going to take this early, and I don't know. Do I take it now? I think it might wheel still. Okay. Oh, let me look at that.
May as well look on my phone as well.
Like, I already know what I'm going to pick for my next one if it doesn't get taken.
I see. I think Dean is going to take I'm flirting with one, which is worse than the other two.
But does your girlfriend know?
But like, I'm pretty sure if I don't take it, Dean will take it.
So okay. You get to spite pick it.
No. It's not spite pick it. It's something that I do want, but I don't think it's worth taking yet. But based on what you've been taking, Dean, I wouldn't be surprised if you do take it.
Well, I don't know. Try it.
Okay, I'm going to take Umbreon.
Okay. That's not what I was going to take. But okay.
No. I didn't go with the one I thought you would take. What are you going to take, then, Dean?
I'm going to take Poliwrath.
Fucker.
Okay, yeah,
right,
okay. That was one of the other ones.
I had a choice between two. So, what did you take, Mike? Sorry, I just need to double check. You took Umbreon.
You took Umbreon. Yeah.
And then you've taken the Poliwrath I was eyeing up.
I'm very surprised Poliwrath was still there.
I took Poliwrath for one reason. I can run it physical, and then a late game, we're guaranteed to get Waterfall, which would be a good special move if needed.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm taking Murkrow.
That was the one I was flirting with.
Yeah, I just double checked the stats. Yeah, I'm taking Murkrow.
Yeah, 85 offenses and 85 speed. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's runnable.
Okay. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get left with Steelix. Shit.
Are you sure? I think
we're missing something because we're down to 7. Oh, I know. There's used to go. I was looking at things like we've got 7 Pokemon. I realize Mike hasn't taken his choice yet.
Yeah.
It's Mike's. We're currently on Mike's choice, and then
Dugtrio.
We'll have 7. Dugtrio.
Yeah, take Dugtrio.
I considered Dugtrio. The problem is the 35 health turned me away from it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like that thing gets hit, even if it'll have decent defenses, it'll just go down like it's got a glass jaw.
It does. It's a risk. You have to run it against the right Pokemon.
The trick is to get 3 Dugtrios, and then they'll have like 105 base HP.
Yeah.
Like if you just
make the Douglomerate.
Yeah, trio.
On that logic, is Diglett's base HP 12?
No, it's 11 2/3.
Right, it loses health from cuddling up to 2 of its friends.
Absolutely.
Dean, your 9th pick.
Right, 9th pick.
There's a couple here I do not want.
That would be. Let me have a look at these. Oh fuck me.
I'm so annoyed I didn't get Mantine or Skarmory. I didn't really. I didn't think they would go so early.
I had somewhat of a strategy.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is as well, right? If I didn't have that first pick, like if I went second, if I went second, for example, Stephen, you took Mantine, I'd be like, okay, there's no way Skarmory's going to wheel if you're leading Mantine, so I would have taken it immediately. Like, if
exactly.
yeah.
Like, it's a huge tell. It's a huge tell.
Right,
Yeah.
I know this boy is going to be slow, but
I'm just gonna start typing it in now. Actually, you know what? Everything here's slow, so I don't even know.
Yeah,
go on, Indeed.
exactly.
What you taking?
I am going to say Slowking.
Okay,
Fuck
so
her.
Slowbro,
Well, you get to choose Slowbro or
Slowbro
Like,
or Slowking.
Like at the time that you choose it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
At the time that you choose it to race,
Yeah.
you can choose whichever one you feel like.
Yeah,
I'm looking at them. The only difference seems to be that Slowking is better special defense. Slowbro has better physical defense.
Yeah, exactly. The only difference. The only difference.
Depending on what we choose and when you choose to run it, you might want to choose a different one.
Yeah.
Either or.
Yeah.
So
the only difference between them. The only difference between them is that they swap defenses.
Yeah, and it could be relevant depending on what we end up picking.
Yeah. Steve.
Yeah, I just need to quickly check one thing because Slowbro was going to be my next pick. So I just need to quickly check this and see if it is as shit as I think it is.
The Steelix.
Nope.
Oh, Lantern. No, it's going to be Lantern.
Oh wow.
Lantern is shitter than you thought. I'll tell you.
All right. Do I just want to have a monopoly on mono grass types and take the Wiggly?
I was wondering if you're going to take a monopoly on memes.
Yeah. Actually, well, no. Weezing's runnable and slow. Yeah, no. Just Weezing's runnable, so I don't have all the memes. So that chain's been broken. This is rough. Okay, because I've got two choices. You know what? Simply because I already early picked Clefable, I am going to take Wiggly Woo, and I'm just going to.
Okay.
I'm going to take Wiggly Woo just because I want to have a monopoly on grass types and abuse that fact.
Okay, so I kind of want Blissey, but
that was my other choice. But I was like, I have Clefable, so it's like
yeah, but I don't want to take Blissey if it means having both Blissey and Steelix. It's like I only want to run one of those super counters. I don't want to run both.
Yeah.
So then that leaves me between Gligar and Lantern. Gligar has that glaring 4 times weakness. I mean, it's like an ice move. It's just so Gligar is dead. I think it's
the trash as well.
I mean, it's not that trash. 75 physical with actually really good stabs.
I mean, I guess it has a good defense as well. It's like 105.
Yeah. It's really good speed. 85 speed.
It's guaranteed you're gonna have to run that fucker special.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, because it's 75 special
attack.
75 special.
Seismic Toss is a fighting move.
Oh my god.
10 defense. 10 attack and 10 defense.
Oh, I need to look at Lantern. Oh god.
Its stats are all over the place.
76 special. I'm taking Gligar.
Yeah, I think that's the smartest pick out of those 4.
It would have been Blissey, but I'm going to get left with Steelix.
What are you having, Dean?
Unless Dean decides he wants Steelix. If Dean, it's literally, if Dean wants Steelix, he has it. If Dean doesn't want Steelix, I've got it, because there's no way you're picking Steelix, Steve.
You think?
I mean, I'm not going to lie, I do kind of want Steelix because he's the best out of the worst.
Well, yeah, he's got the best offensive capabilities of all of them, I think, because he's got 80 physical
attack and 200 defense.
Yeah, but he's got 85 attack with physical stabs. But I mean, like, to be fair, steel's a pretty shit stab. What's going to be, Dean? What is your 10th pick?
Like, I don't particularly want to try and run slow-ass special Blissey, because if I get a Blissey and if it has physical moves, I am straight fucked.
Implying it's not the complete opposite with Steelix.
Yeah.
Steelix has at least 55 special, so it can do some things.
Actually,
You get a Blissey, it has 10
actually.
attack.
That is the point, actually. Yeah.
Okay, that's more than 10. Yeah.
At least
I can
early game,
afford
Steelix can do damage if it has special moves. Blissey is like the only thing that like you have to run special for the entire game. It's like there's no point.
Plus, you never know. We could find Earthquake TM, at which point I'm a happy boy.
Yeah. So what's it going to be, Dean? Blissey, Lantern, Steelix.
I'm gonna take the giant metal snake.
Okay. So I think I know what Steve's going to take. I'm pretty sure it does not rhyme with Bamturn.
I'm gonna check Blissey one more time because I really don't want to pick it. I really don't.
Okay. Obviously, the benefit of Lantern is that it's decent typing, in all honesty, because like it trades off one of Water's special weaknesses for a physical weakness. So it's got that kind of plus with the typing. It gets Stab Waterfall later. It is kind of just a blob though.
Yeah, exactly.
But Stab Waterfall is like guaranteed £120 move.
Looking at what I've got, I'm just going to take the Blissey.
Oh, okay, actually taking the Blissey.
Yeah, I'm actually going to take the Blissey.
I did want the Blissey.
I think I'm going to end up like sacrificing the Blissey in like one of the races where it looks like you're playing one of your stronger ones. But yeah.
I mean, if you drop the Blissey when I run Electrode, then you know I'm a bit shagged there.
Potentially.
Or like what's Dean?
Hypno 2 potentially as well.
That
leaves you with Lantern, doesn't it?
I was going to say Hypno's completely mixed.
Right, so I'll just save these.
Okay, so oh, you know what? I'll tell you guys now. I'm not going to have time to do a race now because assuming like over 2 hours for them.
Yeah, I'm just going to chill for now anyway. I've got to do some studying anyway. So
yeah, it's fine. I mean,
maybe we do the first one?
What was that? Sorry?
Maybe at the weekend or after work tomorrow we can do the first one?
Possibly tomorrow, if not Sunday. We'll get
I've got work. I'm not working until Saturday, but I'm on morning shifts now, so I'm free after 4:00.
Okay, yeah. So we could potentially do tomorrow, or we could do Sunday afternoon, evening.
Cool.
Before you go though, do we want to discuss like any of like the picks or whatever?
I mean, I've given the reasons behind some of my choices.
Yeah, because like looking at yours, Dean, you know you've got Beedrill, Apom, Sneasel. They're all very much in that high attack, low defense. High attack, high speed, low defense kind of bracket.
I feel like you might be very lacking in special.
Me?
No, Dean.
I mean, I've got Poliwrath who I can play mixed. I've got Slowbro. I've got Slow King.
Like I can see 3.
Actually,
more towards.
Actually, in fairness to Dean, he's got Vileplume. He's got Weezing. Weezing is mixed. Poliwrath is
mixed.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Weezing's at. I can't believe Weezing was that late. Because like I've got its stats here. So it's right at the bottom.
Like my picks were going to be Weezing ATV at that point, but you took the Weezing.
So Weezing is 65, 90, 120, 85, 70, 60. It's tanky. It's mixed. Like it's only got 2 weaknesses as well. One of which is a physical weakness. So you know, Weezing isn't. I was surprised Weezing went as late as it did. I'll tell you this. I like going into this. I definitely wanted Furret, or if I couldn't get that, I wanted Apom. So as soon as Dean took Apom, I'm like, I need to get Furret now. that's going to go.
Yeah.
I really wanted Electrode as well because it's not as fragile. It's not that fragile, and it's got the least weaknesses of anything on the list. It has one physical weakness, and that's it. So I think Electrode's probably like one of the safest things to run on the list.
Yeah. There's only like maybe 2 Pokemon I'm not happy with having. Everything else I'm quite happy running.
Which
and
ones?
I think it's literally just Wiggly-Woo and Blissey. I think there's for all the other 8 that were before that. So, like, I mean, my first picks were easy for me. Like, I thought Mantine and Blossom, I think they're very good at what they do.
I'll be honest. I didn't expect Blossom and Vileplume to both go that early. I didn't expect second round picks for them.
No, I rate Blossom, to be honest. I think it's actually very good.
Yeah, it's because I mean like if it had Vileplume stats, it would be better because then it would have like a better special then.
Yeah,
but I think the advantage it has over Vileplume is just not having that poison type, which just makes it better for Randomizer because I think 2 types in Randomizer usually ends up being detrimental.
I just realised something. Could I add one small thing to the rules?
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
The race that, considering that me and Steve both have Vileplume and Bloom, the race that we pick them, the other person can't pick the other one because otherwise we have the potential to be racing 2 Glooms.
I mean,
that's fine.
Yeah, but like if you end up racing 2 Glooms, you just have
It would be the second person's
differently.
choice.
Yeah, you just have to evolve them differently. I don't want to put that restriction in. Yeah, but I don't want to put in that restriction. I did kind of think about that. But like if someone ended up picking both of them, I was gonna say you know what, if you want to start with Gloom, you can pick mid race which one to evolve it into if you picked both of them.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously, it didn't come up because they got picked in the same round, which I really not. As I say, I really didn't expect that. Beedrill round 3 was
that surprised me.
Yeah, that was a surprising pick because I agree with the reasons for taking Beedrill, but I think there were Pokemon that did the same thing but better. That should have been. That was going to
be Beedrill was going to be like my 5th, 6th pick ideally. Like with how I had it kind of playing out in my head, I was going to first pick Mantine, Blossom, Hypno in that order, followed by like Clefable and Cloyster. But because Quillfish hadn't been taken as early as I expected, I swapped the Cloyster to that, and then Cloyster I think went in the next round before I could pick it again. So it was like,
Like
I chose Mischievous. I did Mischievous, in fact, instead. I could have taken Cloyster, but
you know what? I think the one good thing about taking the Mischievous is that because you didn't get either of the normal Pokemon, you got the Ghost, which is like pretty fair.
Yeah.
The thing I've just looked at, Dean, actually, and I think you made a mistake here. Apom is strictly worse than Furret. There is no way that Apom is better than Furret.
There is actually.
Well, I did say I only did like 4 pieces of research for this, and two of those researchers were looking at Apom and Beedrill, and the other ones were checking out Clefable, and I think I looked at. Who was it I looked at? I think it was Dugtrio.
The reason Apom's better is just because it's Monkey.
Yeah, Monkey.
That's fair.
That's literally the only reason to pick it over for it. To pick it over for it.
There was one thing actually I meant to look up while. Wait. I mean, the only research I did was I made notes of all the base stats. So like I've got a separate document that I keep referring to that it's got all of them in it. The thing I forgot to do, and I meant to do it, was to see how many moves. Yeah, to see how many moves they learn, to see when they learn. I forgot to do that because I mean that had like a degree. That was like important to a degree. I mean, like the only Pokemon of mine it really applies to is Nidoqueen and Cloyster.
Yes,
man, I think of mine he applies to is Vileplume because it doesn't learn any moves by level up.
Vileplume,
but we did the thing of
Poliwrath is a stone evolution, isn't it?
Yeah, Vileplume and Poliwrath are the two that you have. That
And Blossom and Clefable for me, I think.
Yeah, I think. I don't know if Clefable learns.
Poliwrath and Blossom do learn moves.
I think they learn one.
Yeah,
I think Blossom, Vileplume, Poliwrath
learns
learn one.
Petal Dance. And Poliwrath learns Submission and Mind Reader.
Nah, it's like I'm heavily revolving around
Memes.
Heavily relying on special TMs for when I choose Clefable.
Are we allowing the thing for all stone evolutions where we can go the stage below if we want to?
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what Mike said. I think.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify because I know we clarified it for Gloom. I just wanted to check whether that applied to all.
Absolutely. You can run Weedle if you like.
Yeah, you mean
stone evolutions, not pre-evolutions.
No, you can run Weedle as well. Go for it. Absolutely.
I was just checking because if I instead of running just straight Poliwrath, go to Poliwhirl because that guy learns moves.
Yes, that was the whole point of me. Well, I use Gloom as an example, but it's just like if you want to run the Pokemon below it, you're allowed to do that. You don't have to. You can stick with the Pokemon that you picked. You can run the one below it as well. It's like either or. It's fine. You just have to run something in that evolutionary line.
I mean, tempting as it is, I don't think I've got any plans to run Kakuna.
Aw,
the joint third worst Pokemon in the game.
What, Kakuna?
Yeah, it's joint with Metapod.
No shit.
Joint second worst is Caterpie and Weedle. And guess is at the worst?
Magikarp?
No, Magikarp's like 6th. Magikarp is better.
Magikarp's got decent special. Decent speed.
No.
Have they called it Shuckle? Because it's just...
No, Sunkern.
Not Sunkern.
Oh, Sunkern, of course.
It's got
of course it is.
Of course it is. Yeah, fucking
Sunken is 30 in everything.
Yeah, it's fucking trash. Yeah, my bad. I forgot about
that. All right, well, you know what? I'm really looking forward to doing these races because these are interesting, varied lists that we went with.
Absolutely. Yeah.